Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to be turning this ash crotch, and I'm going to do live edge on it since I cut this in the winter time. And I'm going to do some coloring on it, and just because I wanted to match the color of the moss on the bark and try to keep that color in it, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to color it green, and I'm going to spray the bark so that it protects it a little bit before I get started here, and then we'll talk along the way. So here I'm just soaking the cambium layer in the bark with some CA glue just to try to help keep it on. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some black acrylic paint here, dilute it down a little bit. And all that's going to do is bring out the grain when I color it. And you'll also notice on this bowl that I have a couple of cracks in there where the piths are, but I have put CA in those too, and I'm pretty positive that this is not going to come apart. Here I'm using acrylic poster paints that I get at the dollar store to do the coloring, and I'm only going to use green on this one. Like I said in the beginning, it's to match the moss. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you've noticed that I use these paints quite a bit. They really bring out the grain of the wood, and they don't come off like I have had problems with dyes doing that. Now I'm going to apply 3 coats of Danish oil to this. This is homemade batch. I use wipe-on poly and oil linseed oil, and also I use naphtha as a thinner. And it's a lot thinner than like the Watco brand Danish oil. Soaks into the wood really nice. It dries really quick. I like using it. Really brings out the color and the beauty of the grain of the wood. I'm using a 40/40 grind on a old bowl gouge that I have. I believe it's a 3/8, and I'm using it just to cut in the bark so that the bark doesn't tear off, and it also gives me the extent of my rim, and it also helps me from when I get the bowl gouge in here from it not walking back and ruining any of the bark. This is a negative rake scraper that I use just to clean up the bottom and catch any ridges. Since this has a inclusion in it, you'll see here in the end, on the inside, it was a little bouncy, so I was getting a little bit of a tool mark. So that's why I use the negative rake scraper. Just smooth everything out, get rid of any tear out too. So once I get it off the lathe, I take it over and I sand the bottom and color it to match the rest of the bowl. And I put on 5 coats of lacquer, sprayed with a gun. But this here is magnificent. This is some of the best feathering that I've seen in ash crotch. And the green just really picked it up, made it outstanding. Now thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.